Christmas is around the corner, and what better way than to celebrate this festive time than making ourselves a beautiful, dense and traditional Christmas cake. So let's soak ourselves in this festive mood and make ourselves a sumptuous cake using appliances from Bajaj Electricals. A traditional Christmas cake can be made in various ways, but the one that I'm making today is technically known as a boiled cake. So in case you have forgotten to macerate or soak your Christmas fruits, this is the recipe for all of you. So the first step is to chop our Christmas fruits as roughly as you can, and for this I'm using a Bajaj Presto. The first thing that goes in are black sultanas or black raisins. To this I'm adding in golden raisins or kishmish. Let's chop this a little. Let's quickly give this a check. Well, this is how you want the black and golden raisins to get roughly chopped. And similarly, I've also chopped glazed cherries and seedless brown dates. The next step is cooking them. The first ingredient to go in this pan are these chopped glazed cherries. This is followed by chopped dates. Well, in this case, you also have a choice of using apricots, prunes, candied lemons, candied oranges, candied pineapples, anything of your choice. And along with this, chopped black and golden raisins. Like I said, traditionally this is known as a boiled cake. So to boil all these fruits in, we need some fresh oranges. To make this like a stew, nice and sweet, we need to add in some sugar. Well, you also have a choice of using brown sugar, while I am using white sugar. Give this a nice stir. And this mixture now needs to boil nicely for a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. It's been 15 minutes and I'm stirring this mixture intermittently. This entire thing has reduced to 3/4 its original quantity. Time to add in the next few ingredients. The first one is salted butter, cinnamon powder, cardamom powder, along with nutmeg, which I'm going to freshly grate. Well, you also have a choice of using your own spice mix. You could add in some ginger, you could add in cloves, black pepper. The choice is completely yours. To this, I'm going to add in freshly grated lemon zest along with freshly grated orange zest. Give this mixture a nice mix and continue cooking for another 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes and the mixture is perfectly cooked. Let's switch the induction off, and this now needs to cool down completely for a minimum of 45 minutes to an hour. The cooked fruit mixture has completely come down to room temperature, and it's extremely important because the next ingredient that goes in are some eggs. And if this does not come down in temperature, the eggs may turn scrambled, and that's not what you want. So let's add in eggs and give this a gentle mix. While this dense jam-like mixture is getting mixed, let's add in the next ingredients, which are the dry ingredients. I'm adding in almond powder, followed by roughly cut, chopped or crushed almonds, baking powder, and finally refined flour. Let's mix all of this together. This recipe is a boiled cake recipe, and it's an old school or a grandmother style recipe. So in this you may not find traditional techniques like creaming, whisking or beating. All that's important here is getting all the ingredients together. Your cake mixture is ready. Simultaneously, I had greased an aluminium cake tin and I had also dusted this with some refined flour. Let's transfer this cake mixture in the prepared cake tin. Fill this up till 3/4 the size of your cake tin. Flatten the top surface like so. After leveling the top of this cake, this now needs to be baked in a preheated oven at 150 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. The cake has now cooked for 45 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius and it has developed a beautiful crust. Time is now to reduce the temperature to 120 degrees Celsius and cook it for a further 60 minutes so that it kind of cooks from within. Our cake has perfectly baked. We now have to cool this for a minimum of 30 minutes otherwise it may crumble while demolding. It's been 30 minutes, the cake has now relatively cooled down. Let's now run a knife along the sides of the mold and demold the cake. Time to now dredge this with some icing sugar and finally some Christmas decorations. So here's your Christmas treat ready to be enjoyed with your family and friends. And as our favorite festival approaches, it's now time to bake this yourselves. This is yours Feastfully Varun Inamdar. See you soon in the next year with another round of feastful recipes using appliances from Bajaj Electricals.